Okay guys, meet again with Nisa. You can call me Nisa, student number 012. Okay friends, this time we have an economic development student. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, my name Amelia Rulisa, student number 011.
My name Anti Susanti, student number 035.
My name Nafisa Rona Latifa, student number 008.
My name is Naila Bangsari, student number 030.
This time our theme is planning. What do you know from planning itself?
In my opinion, planning is a process that involves the setting of the organization's goals, establishing strategies for accomplishing those goals, and developing plans of action that managers intend to use to achieve said organizational goals.
But planning is important because it provides direction to all of the organization human resource managers and employees, reduces uncertainty, and minimizes waste of time, effort, and resource.
Okay, we talk about planning. What is the importance of planning in management for you?
Planning provides direction. Under the process of planning, the objectives of the organization are defined in simple and clear words. The obvious outcome of this is that all the employees get a direction and all their efforts are focused toward a particular end. In this way, planning has an important role in the attainment of the objective of the organization. For example, suppose a company fixes a sales target under process of planning. Now all the departments, AG, purchase, personnel, finance, will decide their objective in view of the sales target.
In addition, planning is also to facilitate decision making. Decision making means the decision making process underneath various alternatives were found and the best alternative was chosen. Planning set target for decision making. It also establishes criteria for evaluating action. In this way, planning facilitates decision making.
Not only that, planning also sets standard for control. By determining the objective of the organization through planning, all the people working in the organization and all the departments are informed about when, what, and how to do things. Standards are laid down about their work, time, and cost. Under controlling, at the time of completing the work, the actual work done is compared with the standard work and deviation are found out, and if the work has not been done as desired, the person concerned are held responsible.
What are the characteristics of planning in management?
Primacy of planning. Planning precedes all other managerial functions. It is nothing but logical, because the function of organizing, staffing, directing, and control are concerned with the accomplishment of the objective of the business undertaking. Planning functions occupy a unique position of primacy because it is concerned with the establishment of the objective necessary for all group effort.
Other than that, pervasiveness of planning. Managers at all levels of organization perform the planning function. No doubt, the character and breadth of planning varies with the authority delegated to managers at different levels and with the nature of policies and plans. Outside by their superiors, one manager may do more planning or more important planning than another managers.
Then their planning is directed towards efficiency. A good plan is a course of action expected to give optimum return at the minimum cost. The efficiency of a plan is measured by the amount of its contribution to the purpose and objective as against the cost and other unwanted effects involved in the formulation and operation of the plan, and many more.
Oh yes, for planning. How many types does it have?
So, planning has 9 types.
So, there are 9 of these. May I mention them and explain so that we all know?
Of course, first, strategic. It focuses on the broad future of the organization, incorporating both external information gathered by analyzing the company's competitive environment and the firm's internal resources. Managers determine the scope of the business to achieve the long-term objective, typically 3 until 5 years of horizon.
Second, tactical plans translate the strategic plans into specific goals for specific parts of the organization. They are for shorter time frame and usually focus for 1 until 2 years.
Third, operational plans translate the tactical plans into specific goals and action for small units of the organization. They typically focus on the short term, usually 12 months or less. Fourth, long-term planning is of strategic nature and involves long period, say 3 to 5 years. The long-term plans usually encompass all the functional area of the business and are affected within the existing and long-term framework of economic, social, and technological factors.
Fifth, short-term planning is usually a plan made for 1 year. These are aimed at sustaining organization in its production and distribution of current products or services to the existing markets. These plans directly affect functional groups, production, marketing, finance.
6. Standing plans are put to use again and again over a long period of time. Once stabilized, they continue to apply until they are modified or abandoned. Standing plans help managers in dealing with routine matters in a predetermined and consistent manner.
7. Single-use plans are relevant for a specified time and after the lapse of that time. These plans are formulated again for the next period. Single-use plans are non-recurring in nature and deal with problems that probably will not be repeated in the same form in future.
8. Specific plans. Plans that are clearly defined and leave no room for interpretation. The last, directionally plans, flexible plans that set out general guidelines, provide focus yet allow discretion in implementation.
How does a manager plan?
First, defining of goals or objectives determine where you stand in relation to set goals objectives. Second, developing premise regarding future conditions.
Third, analyzing and choosing action alternative. Fourth, implementing the plan. Fifth, evaluation result and taking corrective action. In planning, there is also planning is looking ahead and control is looking backward.
What is planning is looking ahead and control is looking backward?
It is true to say that planning is looking ahead and control is looking back. To plan really means to look ahead in the future. It stands for determining the course of action to be pursued to achieve the desired goals. It implies an orderly approach to the task in hand. In the words of Kunz and O'Donnell, in the absence of proper planning, business decisions would become just random and ad hoc choices.
Without planning, if one goes, it is just like a pilot flying a plane without having in mind as to where he has to go. Planning further takes care of the future uncertainty. Good management is always one which is by objective. By planning, manager is focused on the formulation of the policy or objective. This then compels him to decide in clear-cut terms to chalk out a course of action to be pursued for the accomplishment of the enterprise objective. Planning rests on thinking before acting. So truly, planning is looking ahead.
Further, control as another managerial function really means looking back, as it stands for measurement of accomplishment against the standards led early in the plans. Fundamentally, control in the activity that guides activity towards some predetermined goal. Thus, control means comparing operation result with the plans and taking corrective action when results deviate from the plans.
Is there any suggestion for planning?
There is. That is, first, serial planning should be avoided if possible. Second, don't wait to start the second stage of planning until the first stage is finished.
Other than that, try to have parallel planning with lots of cross-checking, and all plans should move forward at the same time.
Well, from our guests above, we come to know that planning is very important to be managed. Besides that, we can also know the step, character. Okay, thank you for Auntie Isnani, Nafisa, and Amel who are willing to come and want to give their knowledge about planning in management. See you guys!
Bye.